Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. 3 Filipino fishermen died after their boat was rammed by a foreign vessel near Scarborough Shoal. The Coast Guard said the incident took place on Monday around 4 a.m. while the Philippine fishing boat FFB Dirin was moored northwest of Bajo de Masinloc. Aboard the boat were 6 fishermen, including their captain. Other members of their team were aboard smaller boats. The weather was bad at the time, so the Filipino fishermen did not notice a huge foreign vessel approaching them. The foreign vessel was identified as Pacific Anna, a crude oil tanker which collided with the fishing boat and immediately fled the scene. The maritime incident left 3 fishermen dead, including the captain. Because of the bad weather, it took the other crew members at least 4 hours to find out what had happened to the victims.
Ma'am, pag kuwan ko, nandiyan na po talaga yung barko. Hindi po namin napansin, kaya wala na. Nabangga po agad kami. Tumawag diretso, ma'am.
Barko, sir, gaano kalaki?
Malaki po, ma'am, dahil halos nakatingala po ako, ma'am. Talagang pagsakan po, mataas pa po sa puste ng ma'am, kurente.
Nakita niyo ba kayo, sir?
Ewan ko lang po, ma'am. Siyempre, may ilaw naman po kami. Pero baka hindi rin siguro, ma'am. Malakas nga po yung ulan. Hindi ko rin po sigurado kung anong nakita kami ng kapitan.
So, hindi sila huminto, sir?
Hindi po. Dire-diretso lang po sila.
PCG spokesperson Arman Balillo said they're now investigating if the collision was actually an accident or was intentional.
Kausap yung mga fishermen at yun nga tumutugma doon sa Pacific Ana ang description nila. Pero kailangan pa natin itong i-corroborate. Mahirap magturo sa kasalukuyan. Hindi po dapat tayo magturo muna. Kailangan matapos ng mabilis at extensive yung ating investigation. At yan naman po ang ginagawa natin.
In a post on social media site X, President Bongbong Marcos vowed to hold accountable those responsible for this maritime incident. The president also assured the victims and their families that the government will provide them support and assistance. Over at Ayungin, China employs dangerous maneuvers in another attempt to interfere with the PCG's resupply mission to BRP Sierra Madre. Chinese Coast Guard vessels were seen intentionally cutting across the path of our escort vessel BRP Cabra. The foreign Coast Guard didn't seem to mind the impending collision, so the PCG had to slow the vessel down. No less than 12 Chinese militia ships were also spotted making rounds in the area. But the National Security Council said the resupply mission was still a success, just like the last 2 missions, which were also marred by harassment from the Chinese Coast Guard. Drag artist Pura Luca Vega has been arrested. This comes amid complaints over their controversial performance using the religious hymn Ama Namin. Police served the arrest warrant against Pura on Wednesday after failing to attend the preliminary investigation of the case filed in Manila. Pura, whose real name is Amadeus Pagente, faces charges for immoral doctrines, obscene publications, exhibitions, and indecent shows. Devotees of the Black Nazarene, the Hijos del Nazareno, filed a case against Pura over the viral performance. A similar complaint against Pura was also filed by another group in Quezon City.
I did face all of the charges, went to the courts for the 3 cases that were filed to me in QC. Here in Manila, yung sa case na na-file sa akin, I did not receive the subpoena. It's unfair. Yeah, but we've been, handed a warrant of arrest, so I'll be like, okay, sige. Iwanan na yung labas. So it's kind of like a bit of a surprise.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Typhoon Jenny further intensifies ahead of its landfall over southern Taiwan. Pag-asa last spotted Jenny's center some 140 kilometers northwest of Itbayat, Batanes. It packs winds of up to 175 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 215 kph. Jenny is forecast to make landfall over the southern portion of Taiwan this morning. It will then exit the Philippine area of responsibility between this afternoon and evening. Tropical wind cyclone signal number 3 remains up over in Batanes, where storm force winds are expected. Signal number 2 is in effect over the northern portion of Babuyan Islands. Meanwhile, the rest of Babuyan Islands is under signal number 1. The same goes for the northern portions of mainland Cagayan, Apayao, and Ilocos Norte. A magnitude 6.4 tremor struck off Davao Occidental on Wednesday night. PHIVOLCS said the epicenter of the earthquake was 66 kilometers southeast of Sarangani Island. It had a depth of 139 kilometers and occurred around 7 in the evening. The tremor was recorded at intensity 5 in several areas in Sarangani, Davao Occidental, and Davao del Sur. It was also felt in Davao City, Kidapawan, Cotabato, and other areas. According to PHIVOLCS, the tectonic earthquake may be followed by several aftershocks. In sports, some big wins for the Philippines over at the Asian Games in Hangzhou, China. Gilas Pilipinas booked its tickets to the Asian Games finals for the first time in 33 years. Thanks to Justin Brownlee, who sank 5 3-pointers in the fourth quarter to lead the team's escape from the 20-point hole they were put in by host country China. Brownlee's 33 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists sealed the 77-76 win against China, which sent Gilas straight to the finals. There they will face Jordan and their own import, Rondae Hollis Jefferson. Amid the celebration, Coach Tim Cone admitted they've got a challenging road ahead on the way to the title.
We got to come out on an even keel, but we should have confidence. We should be a little bit confident in our shots, and hopefully we can get out to a good start against Jordan. We didn't get out the last time to a good start. Well, we did early, but fell behind by the end of the first quarter.
More good news for Filipino sports fans as Pinoy boxer Yumir Marcial secured a spot for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Marcial defeated Ahmad Gusun of Syria through a second-round knockout in the men's 80-kilogram division at the 19th Asian Games. Marcial is now the 4th Filipino athlete to qualify for next year's Olympics, following EJ Obiena, Carlos Yulo, and Alea Finnegan. The Pinoy boxer now aims to advance to the finals and hopefully win a gold medal for the Philippines. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.